The ocean covers more than 70% of our planet, yet over 80% of it remains unexplored, unmapped, and unseen by human eyes. It's Earth's final frontier, a vast, dark world holding secrets that have baffled scientists and haunted explorers for centuries. Today, we're diving deep into the abyss to uncover 7 unexplained mysteries of the ancient oceans that science still can't explain. Are you ready to question everything you thought you knew about the world beneath the waves? Let's begin. Our first mystery takes us to the coast of Japan, near the island of Yonaguni. In 1986, a local diver stumbled upon something incredible. Massive, submerged stone structures that look anything but natural. We're talking about perfectly carved steps, towering pillars, and what appears to be a grand pyramid, all lying silently beneath the waves. Geologists have dated these formations to over 10,000 years ago, a time when this area would have been above sea level. Could this be the legendary lost continent of Mu, a civilization swallowed by the sea in a forgotten cataclysm? Or is it an astonishingly perfect, yet entirely natural, geological phenomenon? The debate rages on, but the Yonaguni Monument remains one of the most compelling and enigmatic underwater discoveries of all time. It's a silent stone city waiting for someone to finally tell its story. Next, we journey back to 1872, to a mystery that has become the stuff of maritime legend, the ghost ship Mary Celeste. This American merchant vessel was found adrift and deserted in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. The strange part? The ship was in perfect condition. Its sails were set, the cargo of denatured alcohol was untouched, and there was even a meal laid out on the table in the captain's cabin. The crew's personal belongings were all there, but the crew themselves vanished. Not a single soul was found. There were no signs of a struggle, no distress calls, and the ship's lifeboat was still in place. It was as if the 10 people on board simply evaporated into thin air. Theories range from pirate attacks and sea monsters to mutiny and even paranormal intervention, but none have ever been proven. The Mary Celeste sails on in history as the ultimate maritime enigma. Now, let's listen to a sound that once shook the world. In 1997, the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, was using deep-sea microphones to monitor underwater volcanic activity in the South Pacific. Suddenly, their hydrophones picked up an ultra-powerful, extremely low-frequency sound. They named it the Bloop. This sound was so loud it was detected by sensors over 5,000 kilometers apart. The sound profile didn't match any known man-made source, like a submarine or a bomb. In fact, it sounded biological. But for an animal to make a sound that loud, it would have to be colossal, far larger than the blue whale, the biggest animal known to exist on Earth. For years, the source of the Bloop was a terrifying mystery, sparking theories of a gigantic, undiscovered sea creature lurking in the abyss. While NOAA later suggested it was likely the sound of a massive ice quake, many still wonder, could something truly immense be hiding in the crushing darkness of the deep? In 2011, a team of Swedish oceanographers made a discovery that looks like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. While surveying the floor of the Baltic Sea, their sonar equipment revealed a massive, perfectly circular object, about 200 feet in diameter, resting on the seabed. Dubbed the Baltic Sea anomaly, this structure has features that resemble ramps, stairs, and other non-natural formations. It even appears to have a long skid mark behind it, as if it crash-landed. Divers who have approached the anomaly reported that their electronic equipment, including satellite phones and cameras, mysteriously failed when they got close. Analysis of rock samples from the object has shown materials that are not native to that region. Is it a strange geological formation, a secret Cold War-era device, or, as some have boldly suggested, a crashed UFO that has been lying dormant for thousands of years? The extreme conditions and lack of funding have prevented a full-scale expedition, leaving this incredible mystery unsolved. From a strange object to a fleet that disappeared without a trace. Ancient Egyptian texts, particularly those from the reign of Pharaoh Sesostris, speak of a massive and powerful fleet of ships. This fleet was said to have been sent on grand expeditions to trade with distant, mysterious lands, possibly beyond the Red Sea. But according to the legends, not a single ship from this grand armada ever returned. An entire fleet, full of sailors, soldiers, and treasure, simply vanished from history. No wrecks have ever been found. No artifacts from the lost ships have ever washed ashore. It's as if the ocean itself opened up and swallowed them whole. Where did they go? Were they lost in a catastrophic storm? Did they encounter a hostile force? Or did they discover a new land and simply never come back? The fate of Pharaoh Sesostris' vanished fleet is a ghost story written on the pages of history. We all know the iconic Moai statues of Easter Island, but what if I told you there are more hidden beneath the waves? Along the island's coastline, marine archaeologists have discovered submerged statues that bear a striking resemblance to their terrestrial counterparts. Some are found scattered on the seafloor, while others appear to be standing upright, as if they were intentionally placed there. This raises a fascinating question. Were these statues part of a coastal platform that collapsed into the sea due to erosion or an earthquake? Or, as some island traditions suggest, were they deliberately sunk as part of a forgotten ritual, perhaps as offerings to the gods of the sea? These unfinished, waterlogged giants serve as a silent reminder that we've only scratched the surface of the island's deep and complex history. Finally, we travel to the most remote place on Earth, Antarctica. Beneath the vast, frozen ice sheets, scientists have been recording a bizarre and haunting sound. It's a rhythmic, pulsating noise that echoes through the frigid waters, often described as a song. These sounds are far too structured to be random geological noise, but they don't match any known marine animal calls. Some researchers believe it's the complex sound of glaciers shifting and ice vibrating, but others aren't so sure. The eerie, almost mechanical pattern of the singing ocean has led to more imaginative theories. Could it be a form of communication from an unknown species adapted to life under the ice? Or is it the sound of something ancient, frozen for millennia, now stirring in the darkness? From lost cities and ghost ships to impossible sounds and alien-like objects, the ocean holds stories that are too deep, too dark, and too strange for us to fully comprehend. These mysteries remind us that our world is still full of wonder and unknowns. Sometimes the ocean doesn't give up its secrets, it guards them. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the unknown. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss another adventure. What ocean mystery fascinates you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious